Most people think that they have made the decisions, but they haven't, and that's why nothing changes. So the video today is about, taking a leap of faith and actually choose and back up this decision with real action. I was talking about it on my Instagram page, and this video actually is for people that really want to see a difference in their life. They are done just being in this wishing area, this dreamy, visionary area, that they just really want to step into this new version of themselves. And so this is why I decided to make this workshop, to go deeper about this, series of video about decision making. So a little bit more about myself, about my personal story. Actually, everything changes the way I see things, like the moment I decided to end my marriage, the moment I decided to divorce. So I'm gonna go through this very specific example, so then we can go deeper into the decision making process. What I felt in this marriage was actually that we had this beautiful son, and for 1.5 years I couldn't decide if I could leave him or not. And this whole year was one of the worst of my life. Why? Because inside of myself I felt empty, I felt depressed, I felt anxious, I felt like I was separate inside. I wasn't in oneness. Actually, I felt this deep, deep, deep conflict inside of myself, because at the same time I knew that this relationship wasn't for me, and because of marriage itself, because of this big institution, right? Because of society, because of our child, he was only 1 or 2 years old when I started to see, like, this is not for me. Like, I don't feel fulfilled in this relationship. So I had all of this thing going on. I was overthinking, overanalyzing everything, and I started to make some wishes, like, we could do this together, or we could do that, or we could, but it wasn't like the real decision that I wanted really to make. And the day everything changed was actually when I decided to go to therapy with them. And I was like, we're going to go to therapy. We're going to try this relationship for 6 more months. And if this is not working out, I have to leave. So this was my declaration. This was my ultimatum in a way. And it worked perfectly because I'm divorced now. So, and I'm very happy. So I've tried everything to stay in. Sometimes the best decision is to stay. I'm not telling you to just quit whatever situation you're in right now, your job or your relationship. I'm just showing you my decision-making process and what happened for me. The moment that I decided, like, this is it, we did everything right, we've done the therapy thing, we know how to communicate better with each other, and it still doesn't work. We are too different. We're just not compatible. We don't want the same things out of life, and this was very good to go to therapy together to actually figure this out, right? And really talk in a very safe space without yelling at each other, for example. The moment I decided, okay, this is it, I am done, I felt so relieved. Like, more than 20 kilos of my body were just lifted. I felt so free, so safe, so myself again. And then everything really went perfectly. Like, I took the decision the same weekend. I took my son and we just left. I took a few things, a few bags. We went to see my parents because they have a lot of room in their home. We stayed there for a few months, and a week later I did everything very quickly because it took me so much time to take this decision. I was so fucking ready, guys. Um, so I just, sent all the papers so we can start this divorce process. I did everything right. I continued to, of course, communicate with them. Of course, he could come and see our child, no problem with that. Like, this is like his right, and I want also to respect him and respect his role and respect him as a father. Even if we didn't match on a personal relationship couple way, I still wanted to really respect this part and really, so you could really keep this relationship with his son. So I felt free. I did everything that I could very quickly, and then I was just all by myself. And a few months later, I also changed my job. I found an incredible place where I could do coaching, so I went from selling to coaching. And I found this new beautiful apartment where I'm in right now. It's been 2 years actually that I'm in this beautiful apartment with my son. And this is like my safe space here right now. I have this beautiful just phrase on my door, and it says, "Welcome to our happy place." And this is our happy place. So this relationship was becoming kind of toxic for me because we were starting also to fight a lot, and I didn't want my child to see me like this and to see the relationship being like this. And also I've been also cheated on, so I also thought this is not the example that I want to make for my son. Like, I don't want him to see me being disrespected in this way and not do nothing about it. So this was like the last drop that really helped me decide, okay, now I have to leave. But I wasn't mad at him. Like, I was very happy that he did that, because I was like, oh my God, I finally have an excuse, like a true thing to leave. Like now I can just go. Like, he freed me with this decision. So that actually it's the best decision that he made for us. So grateful for that. Not mad at all. He just freed me. I was like, okay, this is like, finally something concrete. Like, this is not working out for me and for him, and this is why there is this cheating, going on. So I was very happy. But anyways, this is why I wanted to talk about that. It's not just talking about me. I'm not narcissistic at this point. It's just for you to have some inspiration, concrete examples. And it's not just about me teaching something that I learned on a book. It's just really me embodying what I've learned, because I've gone through some shit and I'm here and I survived and I'm very happy right now. So I also want you to find this balance in your life, in every area of your life. And the most important things, as I was sharing on my social media actually, in a very 60-second quick way, is that most of the time we think that we are deciding, but we are not, because we are not backing up our decisions with concrete and real action, right? It's just wishes, but it is very, very different from a real decision. And sometimes we just have to decide and have faith and just move as if it is already done. This is where most of the people get it wrong. Like, how can I decide if I can do this or do that or stay or leave? You can. You have a womb, if you're a woman, that tells you exactly what you want and what you need. Or if you're a human being, you have a heart, and your heart will always tell you what you need, what you want in your body. You will feel it. It is a gut feeling. It is either a big fucking yes or a no. Either this is going to excite you, you're going to feel this expansion when you want to make a decision, or you're just going to feel like, or just a big no. So either it's the biggest yes in all of your cells, and you can really feel it, like, I want this to happen, yes, or I don't want it. And then you will have to deal with your mind. So step number one, I listen to myself. Okay, this is what I want. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, but this is what I feel. This is what I want. Like, I want to end this marriage. This is not okay for me. This is what I want. And I don't know how. I don't know how to talk with my partner. This is step two. This is the mind that is coming in and like being like, you cannot do the marriage, the thing, your son. This is later. For now, first step, I'm just gonna feel it. I'm gonna breathe, I'm gonna feel it and feel it and feel it and feel it. And I'm gonna stay here and die here if I have to. But I'm not going out of feeling it before I've made this decision, this powerful decision for myself. So I'm gonna stay. It's like a child, your mind is like a child, trying to negotiate with you, trying to go out and be like, no, da 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 da. You stay. And you feel and you breathe. When your nervous system is back again, is calm, it is time for step two, the mind. How am I going to communicate this? And for this, maybe you need to take a course on how to communicate better. This is an idea. But the best thing is just to be in your truth. When you really feel your truth, you can also explain it better, right? So this is why this first step is the most important step. Let your nervous system calm down, feel safe into this new decision that you made, even if you don't know how, right? Imagine you want to, make $1 million a year and you don't know how. It's okay. You can feel it first. I want more abundance. Yes, I deserve more abundance. Yes. And then the mind and the strategy and all the things and the tools, this is later on. So we feel it, we calm our nervous system down. This is very simple, very easy. Like, you just have to stay there. You do not move, you do not do anything else, you just stay the fuck there. And then the mind is gonna go, oh, okay, so how are we gonna do this? And you do the fucking plan. You plan your escape. You just plan something. Like, for me, of course, my mind was going, oh my god, my son, oh my god, I have to go back with my parents, I don't have an apartment, I don't have enough money, all by myself alone, I wasn't working enough at the time, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, one day at a time, step by step. First is leaving and going back to my parents. Even if I don't like this idea, it is better than to yell at each other with my ex-husband, right? So sometimes the decision is not actually the best one, it's not actually what you want, but it's the first step that is the most alive and the most right for you, right? And so that's it. You just make your plan. What is my next step? And then when you do this step, you're going to see the other step. This is where a lot of my clients go wrong. Sometimes they're like, oh my god, I don't see it. Bitch, just do the thing. When you do step one, actually your intuition, God, the universe, life is just going to show you step number two, right? And when you actually do step number two, you will be able to see step number three. It's like you're climbing a mountain, right? You cannot be, oh, I want to be up there. Yeah, of course, just, start and walk or run if you want to go really on the top faster. So this is the point. This is like the truth about decision making. And now I want to give a little bit more examples and also real questions, so you can also leave with something real, with some tools, right? So stay till the end. I'm going to share with you some very, very important questions that you can ask yourself right away, today, right now, and change your life today. Okay? It's not tomorrow, it's today. And actually, I really want you to make it like real decision today. Like, I'm gonna leave this video with a new action, with a new decision, right? So stay with me. Other examples, other examples. I had the situation with my actual partner, where I decided to show up differently in this relationship with this current partner instead of repeating old patterns. And we had this beautiful and hard and difficult conversation where we really needed to be real with each other, right? And we really needed to see that we are a team and we can work with the problem together and not separately. And this was changed everything in my relationship right now, my new relationship, my new partner right now. And this is why we're together, actually, so we can really heal each other and help each other. So the question you could ask yourself in your relationship is the following: are you reacting from your past or responding to what's actually in front of you right now? This is very powerful. Sometimes we are just repeating old shit. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is actually stay in a healthy relationship and work with this person to help each other being the best version of yourself. But it's a conscious choice. In your health. So, as I shared on other videos, I did had a lot of inflammation before. I had an autoimmune disease, and I had to make a lot of decisions in my life. I had to make the decision to stop taking meds a few years ago, more than 3 years ago now. And recently, I had to take the decision to stop attaching a lot of energy and suffering to the pain that I was feeling. Sometimes I still wake up in the morning and I feel a little bit of pain. And I decided to stop going there with my mind and with my emotions. So I decided to become master again and to control my mind. And this is so powerful because you can just feel what you're feeling in your body. You don't have to make it mean nothing. So the question for you is this one. You can also write everything down, because when you write something down, you really remember it better. So what have you been telling yourself you've decided that you haven't actually backed with actions yet? This is a very powerful question too. For your career, I'm going to give you another example from my life. I decided to step out of selling and stepping into coaching. And I didn't know how, of course. I was in another field, I didn't know, and I just decided to, this is not my job actually, this is not what I want to do. And the path actually just showed up. I just started to, making a curriculum, looking, around me. I took this new leader job with, new people that were like kind of in this field, that they gave me actually the blueprint that I had to use to actually go into the coaching field, and it worked. So you see, it's step-by-step decision. I couldn't see it all. I just chose something, and then step by step I saw the actual thing opening up for me. So the question for you is, what would you do today if you'd already made the decision? Like, try to visualize yourself already there, already into your future, already into this change. Maybe it is staying in your job, and maybe it is just being different and show up differently in your current job. Maybe this is just the solution for you. It's not changing anything like external, but more internally. Like, am I burning myself out into this job? Am I saying enough no's into this job? Am I taking care of myself? Do I have enough time for myself, my personal life, my family? All right, sometimes it's just few little shifts. It's not like a big thing. Sometimes it can also be very, very small, but it changes actually everything. Sometimes we are here, we take one little step right there, and our life goes like this in a few years, right? It's the small decisions, it's the small steps every single day. It's literally consistency and discipline that can really help us go, and this structure that can really help us go where we want. So it's always the feminine and the masculine. The feminine is the intuition. This is what I want. This is what I feel. This is what my body's telling me. And at the same time, this is what I'm going to do consistently so I can follow my intuition, my feminine side. All right? And this is for everybody. Feminine and masculine energy are inside of all human beings. And maybe the most important and powerful decision that I made in my life is about my identity, who I am, the decision to become the woman who chooses herself. And my question for you is, who would you be if you stopped negotiating with yourself right now? I want to let this sink in for a while. Who would you be if you stopped negotiating with yourself? The more powerful shifts are the shifts in identity. If I am a woman who chooses herself behind all of the roles, all society, and all the things that I've heard, and the programming that my parents try to insert inside of myself. Who am I really? Who I want to be and become? So this is maybe the most important question, the identity question. So sit with those questions. Ask yourself today those powerful questions. And you can also write down what you felt, everything that came up for you. If something triggered you, this is really good. It's the beginning of awareness and change and transformation. And because I am a transformational coach, this is what happens sometimes. Sometimes I'm going to share something with you and you're going to get triggered. But this is a good thing. I love that for you. So this is your step. This is your call to action for today. Answering those questions for yourself, and maybe just go in nature, have a walk, and reflect and meditate on those topics. What is maybe the decision that you have to make right now, the most important decision that you've been waiting maybe too long to make, right? And if you like this content, I would love you to click the follow button to stay with me in this kind of sessions together. I love spending time with you. And if you're interested in knowing more about our retreats, we are actually organizing a very beautiful retreat next year, only for women. It's going to be in this beautiful place. And if you want to continue to work on yourself with us, you can join the waitlist right here. Talk to you soon. Bye.